Hoop-de-doo. Today we're going to learn the underhand thread the needle. And you do not need to know the over the hand thread the needle to do this. Basically, the only thing you need to know how to do is spin the hoops on your hands. Okay? And Pam requested this tutorial, so I hope she enjoys it and I hope everybody else does too. Okay, so first, to start the underhand thread the needle, I'm going to show you what it looks like in case you might not know. Okay, the over the hand is just what it says, over the hand, thread the needle. But we're going to do under the hand, okay? And it looks something like this. Okay? And basically to start this move, it isn't that difficult. I think it's easier than the overhand thread the needle. So basically to start it, you want to have your hand, let's just practice one hoop at a time. And on this move, the hoops are going in opposite directions from each other. Okay? So your hand, to start with, we'll practice with the right hand first, since it's always the most comfortable. And you're going to have the hoop going in that direction, okay, which as you're facing the hoop would be clockwise with the right hand. With the left hand, the hoop is going to go in the opposite direction, which would be counterclockwise as you're facing it. Okay? So let's start with the right hand, and your hand is down, your hand is inside the hoop, and the hoop is up above. Okay, so your hand is at the bottom of the hoop. And this, I think the reason I like this move is because you can use gravity as your friend on this one, whereas with the overhand thread the needle you can't. Okay, so what we're going to do is just going to let the hoop fall down that direction, and it's going to roll over your hand and back up. Okay, so it's just going to go in that direction. You're just going to let loose with your hand, and the hoop is going to roll around your hand across the back, almost as if you're going to start spinning the hoop, but instead, when it comes back up to the starting position, you're going to catch it with your hand and stop it. Okay, so it's going down, you let go, and when it comes back up to the top, then you stop it. Okay? Okay, and the red hoop will be in the right hand, the blue hoop will be in the left hand, so you can tell better what they're doing. Okay, so same with the left hand. You have the hoop, same hand position, your thumb pointed that direction, and the hoop is going to go in the opposite direction, which as I'm facing it would be counterclockwise. So I'm just going to let the hoop fall, let it roll across my hand, almost as if I'm going to start spinning it, but I don't, and catch it when it gets back to the starting position. Okay? And that's basically all you have to need to know. So just keep practicing that move. It's almost like the moves when we were changing hand positions. Remember, we talked a lot about outside to inside the hoop and letting the hoop roll across the back of your hand. This is almost the same thing, although it's almost like you can think of it as going into a spin, but then you stop it when it comes back up to the starting position. Okay? So when I first learned this move, I learned it by accident because I was trying to do the overhand thread the needle, and I couldn't do it. And so I was just holding the hoops one day like this, and I was really tired, and I just sort of let the hoops fall, and I caught them, and I thought, oh, wow, that was it. So that is the starting point to it. So I have the hoop, red hoop in my right hand. It's going to be closest to my body to start with. The blue hoop is in my left hand. It's going to be furthest away, closest to you, the camera. Okay? So what we're going to do is hold both of them, and you'll notice in my hand, I'm holding this red hoop on my wrist of the left hand, of the blue hoop. Okay? And when I let them drop, okay, I catch them then almost before they get back to the starting position. So when they come back to the starting position, this red hoop that's closest to your body, when it comes around and you catch it, you're going to move it into the front, in front of the blue hoop. So now the blue hoop is closest to my body. Okay? So let's try that again. We're starting with the red hoop closest to my body. And I'll show you from the front here in a minute. And as I'm I'll just do the red hoop. As I'm letting it down, it comes, you want it to come in front of the blue hoop. Okay? So here we go. It's coming down. Oops. Okay? So let's try it with both hoops. That means if the red hoop moves in front of the blue hoop, then the blue hoop is going to have to move behind it. Okay, so here we go. We're going to come down, let both of them go, and as you catch them, then you move them into position where the blue hoop is closest to you and the red hoop is away from you in front of the blue hoop. So let's try it from the front. We'll put the red one closest to our body to begin with, the right hand, because it's always the easiest. Okay, and here we go. We're going to just let them drop, let gravity do the work for you. Okay, don't struggle and try to hang on to them. Just let them roll across your hands, and the red one comes to the front, the right hand. So the blue hoop is in the back, red hoop is in the front, and we're going to bring the blue hoop down now to the front, and you're just going to drop them. And as you drop it, you bring it to the front. Now, we're back to the blue hoop. Blue hoop is closest to me, and left hand, I'm going to bring it to the front, so I'm going to push it and extend my arm just a little bit. Not so much that your elbow locks in place, just a little bit. Okay, and now the red hoop is going in the front. And now the blue hoop is going in the front. As the blue hoop comes down and around your wrist, okay, let's do the blue hoop again. It's going to come down and around your wrist, then it moves to the front. Okay? And it is really a workout for your hands and your fingers. Really. Big workout. Okay, so we have the red hoop in back, and we're going to push it to the front. Now the blue hoop is in the back. We're going to push it to the front. Let them drop. The red hoop is dropping, going to the front. Okay? Blue hoop is going to drop and move to the front. Red hoop is going to drop, move to the front. They're both dropping, but you're going to alternate moving them to the front. Dropping them in that hand. When you catch them back to the starting position, then that hoop should end up, the blue hoop now is in starting position. We want to let them drop and catch them, and when you catch it, it should be in the front. And you're actually moving it. Okay? So let's see that from the front. Okay, so we'll start with the red hoop. It's closest to me. And we're going to let them drop, catch them. Red hoop is in front. Drop, whoops. Red hoop is in front. Okay, here we go. Drop. Okay, the hoop that you're moving to the front, it always goes under the other arm. Okay, now the blue hoop is going to go under. And now the red hand is going to go under. The blue hand is going to go under. You see that? How when you've got it going, it goes under to the front. Under and to the front. Okay? Okay, so the blue hoop goes under to the front. Under, under, red, under, blue, under, red, under. Okay, and as you get a little bit more comfortable with doing it, then rather than catching the hoops each time, you should really focus and practice on catching them each time so that you really get the understanding of what is happening with each hoop moving to the front and then going under, moving to the front, going under, moving to the front. Okay? And then as you get that and your brain is wrapped around the fact that, okay, the hoop closest to me, when they drop, it goes to the front. The next one drops under, it goes to the front. Under, to the front. Under, to the front. when your brain starts understanding that that's going to happen each time, then you can start not catching them each time they drop, and just keep a spin going, so that what you'll be doing is it's a slight pause. Rather than catching them, it's going to be a keeping your hand a little bit open and a slight pause when you're moving the hoop, one hoop to the front. Okay, so we have the blue hoop back closest to me. So you're going to keep the hands open so that it's almost like a continuous spin, and you're just moving one to the front, then the next one to the front, under to the front, under to the front, under, front, under to the front. Okay? And remember to start just to get the feel. If you've never done it before, or even if you have done the underhand thread the needle, just to get the feel of it, try both hoops together like this. Okay? You can see all that. Okay? And just try standing there and just let them fall, and then catch them even before they get up. And you'll find that, oh my goodness, that is really cool. Okay, because you really can use gravity, because gravity is making them drop. Okay, and that's why I think it's easier than the overhand thread the needle. Okay, so try that, the drop, and see how it's almost like, yeah, I can understand how that works. Okay. Okay, so the move, the first move, where the red hoop is going in front of the blue one, is you'll find that the red hand, the right hand, is going to actually do a little bit of a push out, and the blue hand is going to come closer to you as you're doing it. So as you're doing it, you want to extend this red hoop a little bit, your arm, extend it just a tad. Okay? And then when it comes down, it's in the front. The red hoop is in the front. And then the next one, the blue hoop is going to be extended to the front. So you're going to focus on the left hand, or the blue hoop, when you do that one. And so when you bring it down, if you notice, that hand extends, and you bring it, it's almost like you're pushing it in front as it spins. It doesn't feel to me like it's a full spin when they're moving. It feels to me like at some points when you are doing it, when you're making the change from front to back, that it seems to me like the hoop is just a little bit of a stall there on that. Okay? So this is a good move because the hoops are going in opposite directions from each other. And in my video on combinations, I'm going to combine turns with weaves, with thread the needle, with a split weave. And with a split weave, since the hoops are going in opposite direction, you have to sort of think about which directions are the hoops going. And because that has a lot to do with what move you can transition into, okay? And we will talk a lot more about that with the combinations videos, and I'll do a whole series on those. Okay, so this move, the underhand thread the needle, you can combine it with any other move that has the hoops going in opposite directions. Okay? So we will talk about that in the upcoming combinations videos. Okay? So thank you very much for watching, and good luck on this one. If you have any questions or comments or a video of you doing it, let me know and I'll be happy to help you troubleshoot. Okay? So happy hooping!